Hello out there. None of you can see me. Is it this one? Oh, there it goes. Okay, we're back. Oh, wow. Wow. All right. Blithen, thank you. Thanks for showing up for the stream. I appreciate it. How you doing? Shinosaurus Flex. How's it going? You're wondering why I don't use Mixer. Well, Mixer's a solid platform. One of the things that I think they've focused on is more so on games. Whereas Twitch seemed to play the all content thing, although they also skew heavily towards games. But the reason I landed on Twitch was mostly because there were a bunch of other live coders in the community already who had already built a bunch of tooling and stuff around Twitch as a platform. So that's how I picked it. That said, Mixer has come such a long way in recent years, and Twitch has definitely seen some bad press as a result. But I stream on Twitch for now, and that's not going to change probably anytime soon. But yeah, that's what I do. So not bad. Taking a quick break from work. Yourself? What am I up to? Let's see. Oh, the usual. I'm here at work, and today's gonna be pretty chill. I'm mostly gonna be focused on just reviewing pull requests. I'm gonna verify that they work, and mostly just kind of hang out and chat. I don't have any particular goal in mind for this stream, at least. Though in the future I will definitely have more focused streams, but yes, this is what I'm doing. So right now you see I've got my GitHub notifications up. I got into the beta for the new notification view, and this is what it looks like. It's very nice. I'm very happy with how it turns out, and as a result, I also have the Android app as well, which follows the same kind of style as this page does, which is pretty cool. So this is what I've got in my inbox at the moment, and you see that most of them are PRs, which is awesome. So I'm gonna look at a couple things here. There's this one should be relatively trivial to take a look at. This PR is literally a change of a regex, which is gosh, just ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous that this is the way we have to do it. But I'll show you what this does, because it's pretty fascinating actually. And this is kind of the behind the scenes of how extensions in VS Code will add squigglies to some parts of your code based on different tasks that you run. So let me just, wow, yikes, okay. So let me check out this PR. I'm using the GitHub pull requests extension for VS Code, which is just phenomenal. I could see the pull requests here. So I've got this one, right? So this is the one we're looking at, which is pretty sweet. And what's awesome is that if I wanted to, I can actually look at the diff of this PR, and I could add a comment if I wanted to. if I wanted to. Hello? Hello? Well, that seems to not be working. I don't know why. Oh, there it goes. It's just a bit slowish. Probably because my laptop is just taking off. But anyway, let's go ahead and just get rid of all these. Okay. Cool. So we want to look at this one though. So I'm going to check it out. And now I've got this code change locally, which is awesome. So let's try this. I did have to create a task and run the pastor tests. Yes, yes. So let's grab this. And then we'll grab this and we'll verify that this actually worked. Judd, thank you so much for subscribing. 8 months. That's awesome. That's a long time. I don't even know when my stream anniversary is, but I don't think I'm there yet, which means you've been there subscribing since the very beginning, so I really appreciate that. And of course, all that money goes to charity, specifically Girls Who Code, right up there. So that's awesome. Thank you so much for subscribing. It really means a lot. Right, so let's build this now that we've checked it out. This one. But what am I doing today? I've been messing so much with Jupyter recently. Jupyter Notebooks. They're so much fun. I have such a great time working on this project. In fact, a couple of my past streams have featured that project, and it's just been awesome. Like, it's the type of technology that can replace all those OneNotes that teams have, where they have like code inside the OneNote. It has a potential to replace all of those with something that you can actually physically hit the play button and execute code right then and there inside of this page. It's awesome. So I highly encourage everybody to go and check that out, because it's just so incredible what this stuff can do. Okay, here we go. Take your sweet time, TypeScript. It is a killer that in Azure Data Studio you can't highlight code and press F8 to run it. That's interesting. In theory, that is something that can be supported, no problem. But it's just, I guess it's not been something that has been brought to my attention, at least from their side. But we should figure out how to get that working. But see, you also can just hit the play button, right? And it will just run it below, in the notebook. So I'm confused as to why that is a particularly important feature. All right. So let's go ahead and make a new thing here. We'll call it foo.tests.ps1. Not if you're trying to figure out what's wrong with the code. Yeah, I guess so. If you have a very large large cell, you can't. Yeah, that's fair. That's a good use case. Taking a while to start up, probably because I'm running the stream on the same machine. Oh no, it just failed, that's why. Okay, cool. Let's go to the daily build instead. All right. So, the idea here is that we're going to do test task, and it's going to run it. And then what it'll do is when it fails, it's going to highlight the parts that failed, which is pretty awesome. It's pretty freaking cool, I have to admit. The test failing fixture looks like this. So let's see. This addresses this issue. Allows errors that occur in pester test context to be shown in the problems window, just like other test failures. Solution is a simple regex fix in the problem matcher for line number location. So it does A or A at, okay. And then adds a couple parentheses. It seems like it's working. Allegedly. Judd, yes. I think as time goes on, we will figure out how to make those experiences like really come together. We're still kind of early on because Jupyter, the Jupyter concept is still pretty new to us. And naturally we have the PowerShell extension, VS Code. So we want to like figure out where those two experiences come together. We'll get there. Well, this looks like it's working. So that's cool. And this is line 10. Line 10, character 14. Cool. Yeah. Looks good. I don't see anything wrong with this. And the important part is that this still succeeds. And I guess we should also have the same one of these, but in here. And we'll just call this something else, I guess. And then we'll run it again and see how it goes. We should see 3 problems now. Wait, oh, the before all failed. So it never actually gets into the it. Okay, that's fine. Then let's maybe comment this out and try it again. I may be a bit salty because I told someone that F8 would work and it didn't. I'm sorry to hear that. That's problematic, unfortunately. All right, this looks good. I'm gonna sign off on this. And I'm also gonna add, oh, what's his? I'm gonna add Jakob from Pester to this. Reputation management. I understand. I totally get that. But if you want, I wrote a blog on contributing recently, and it actually mentions your name with reference to your PSConf talk on debugging. Can probably not make it to the stream, but if you want, can send the link. Yeah, sure. Okay. What I was actually looking for is it this? There he is. I think this is his Twitter or his GitHub handle as well. So let's see. Is it? Yes. Awesome. This is what we will need to change for Pester 5. We can probably just add another problem matcher and call it Pester 5 instead of Pester. Maybe. Or something. Cool. So that looks good. Let's go back to the notifications. Check that one off the block. This is mine. These are issues. And then this is this one. Let's go. I've actually really liked the new notifications feature. I've been able to like really manage all of the issues and pull request notifications that I get much more easily than before, which is awesome. Okay, I've signed off on this. I've signed off on this. These need to be looked at, but they're dependencies, so that's not very important. And then there's this one. Okay, so we're on this one. And let's just check the other repo first. Yeah, okay, cool. All right, good. Good stuff. So, this is great because, hey Thomas, you're not that late. We're just chilling today. It's an easy day. We were looking at a regex change, so you know it's going great. So funny. So, gosh. Now that that's done, we're gonna look at the other PR, which is this one. So we'll check out this one here, and we'll check out this one. Now, let's look at what they have inside. Okay, so this says only one change. What does the description look like? Ooh. This needs Pester v5 Oh, geez. It's not even... Okay, I might not have to test this, but rather just look at it. Because I don't have Pester 5, unfortunately. But let's see. So, if the Pester symbol command does not equal describe, then continue. So we got rid of that because now we're going to see it. And then we have these. Yeah. Cool. All right. It seems fine. Extra new line here that we can get rid of, but it's a very small change. Like this is purely cosmetic, and this is really the change that was made. But we'll get rid of that new line. Other than that, this side looks good. So now we go over here. And we go here. Wait, no, sorry. Wrong one. That's this one. Okay, cool. Cool. All right, run a single test. All right, so this is the tricky one. In fact, I might actually look at this one from here, because it's got this stub that is just kind of large. All right. So, no. Let's zoom out a little bit. I hope that's not too bad for all of you. But if all, so all is if specified, execute all tests in the specified test script. So if we have all, oh, look at how different it is. Rather than this. Whoa. Trippy. That's wild. Okay. Different API there. That's fine. And then if line number is a number, so line number is here, specifies the starting line number of the describe block. This feature requires Pester v 4.6.0 or higher. I don't know why we have this and we also have this. But that's my code and not his, so that's not his fault. Okay, so if it's greater than 5 rather, then we're gonna run this script and this filter using the script path line number. Okay. That's interesting. It does seem like this is harder to use. These new parameters. I'm not quite sure I'm convinced on that, but that's looks fine. And then else do this, which is what I'm assuming it was before. Yeah. New Pester options. It's the same thing, except for this has changed somehow. No. Has anything changed there? I think that's the same. Yeah, okay. So that hasn't changed. Right, because the indentation, that's what's changed. Okay, so if we're using test name, then running tests by test name is unsafe. This shouldn't be done. In over pester 5. Okay. And else, then do what we did before, I'm guessing. Right? This. Yeah, okay, cool. But with the test name, which is here. Okay. Else test name. Fine. Fantastic. What else? If what is this? By expanded string? Otherwise, just run this? Oh, I see. Running tests by expandable string is unsafe. This should not trigger for pester 5. Okay. Okay, cool. It looks good. It looks pretty straightforward. And these are self-documenting. Oh, did my music die? This thing just so bad. It always happens. I have to like go, well, that's my mic. I gotta go over here. Go to properties, yeah. And then if I just like, I don't know. Nope, that didn't do it. Why? Why? Oh, geez. Now it's not working. Come on. Oh. There we go. Okay, now it should be working. I think this looks fine. A bit complicated. I will admit, because we're still trying to support all the way down to pester, like under pester v 4.6, but I think people will still have below pester 4.6, so we'll keep this the way it is. But it looks fine to me. I think it looks good. Which is good. Okay. So then, this looks good. And I trust that, like, you know, he knows the right way to do it. I would like to try it for myself, but I'd need to get a drop of pester 5. What I'm gonna do instead of that, I will just say this looks good to me. When does pester 5 come out? Or when are you targeting pester 5 to come out? Yeah, we'll do that. Because, you know, the API might change, and then he's gonna have to do another pull request, and then it's like more work for everybody. So yeah. And then this thing, run a single test. Yeah, I see. Work in progress. Once merged, this will show the menu for all versions of Pester. Oh, it will show the menu for all versions of Pester. Are we able to somehow figure out the version of Pester beforehand and only use the new approach when Pester v5 is loaded? It's actually a good point. Is it possible for us to tell what version of Pester we have? I think the answer is no, unfortunately. Because all of this does is it just runs a script on the other side. So I guess in that other script we'll need to special case that. There's more that needs to be discussed here, but we're gonna meet. My team's gonna meet Jakob soon and discuss Pester 5 in general. So I don't want to like sign off on any of this yet until that discussion is had. So we're gonna skip that for now. Let's go back to the notifications. This is mine. This is the PowerShell kernel. It may help with the invalid elf build IDs in the snupkeg branch. Wow. What a thing. Wild. This one. What do we have here? Okay. This is copyable. This has been like so much fun to work on. Maybe I've mentioned that already, but it really has been a ton of fun. .NET Interactive is here, and that new spec is here. Line 28 here. 28. Configuration .NET Interactive DLL. Cool. I could show you all the little piece that I got working. I got progress support working recently. That was kind of fun. It was like, that was so much fun. So much fun to get it working. It's so good. Well, okay, I'm on Just Chatting. I'm gonna switch over to Science and Technology to see if we can get a few more folks in the stream. Done. Eng targets settings add after copyright. And a new line after this. Alright. That's that. Let's give it the old try, shall we? This is, the reason for this is because .NET has this very strange custom build thing, and it was giving me trouble. So what did he say? Help for CI failures. Excuse me, what are you doing over here? Come on, come on, get over here. Okay, cool. Where is it? This is notebooks, so interactive. Alright, we'll have to see if that works. Crazy. Oh. It is a pretty lazy day today. It's almost the weekend. What's everybody doing for the weekend? All 6 viewers. Oh gosh. I think maybe I need to put in more buzzwords into my Twitch stream titles so that more people show up. I'll be like, there might be some blockchain and AI/ML stuff on the stream, and then I'll just show them a while loop, and that will be the ML. Yep. Judd, running 10 miles. Wow, why? Why would you do that? I mean, that is not the reaction. That's awesome. But it's a lot of miles. Oh, so funny. I crack myself up sometimes. Marathon training, that's awesome. That's really cool. I've always wanted to do a marathon. But I just haven't gotten around to it. Have you done one in the past? This will be number 11. Wow. Last weekend to run less than a half marathon. Wow. That's crazy. So then this is my last weekend to run less than a half marathon. So you like increasingly run more and more and more until you basically run a whole marathon. Is that typically the strategy? "10 ways of contributing to PowerShell on GitHub." Why this blog? Yeah, sweet. How? Do everything. Docs, RFC, TLDR. I list 10 ways. Nice. I share details about contributing to PowerShell repo. Bug report, super important. Help confirm bugs. Yeah. Arguably more important. Comment on language changes. Yeah. Feedback. Attend the community call. Definitely. Suggest an improvement. I like the requires blocks. Those are really nice. Contribute help content. Yeah. Write pester tests. Yes. There's a requirement that was missing here. It's kind of captured by this. But it's knowing PowerShell. That's pretty funny. I like that. Write pester tests. Write C# code for PowerShell. Yeah. And they even talk about finding the code for commandlet. Definitely the easier things to contribute is code for commandlets. It's pretty good. Oh, hey, who's this guy? There's my call out. Nice. X unit tests. Yeah. Wow. Write an RFC. Yes. This is an awesome block. Jeez. Here, I'll send it to you all. There's that. I don't think these are in order of easiest to hardest. I think they're just like unordered. It's really great. It's a great post. And what's awesome about this is it really applies to just about any project. It's like file bugs, confirm bugs, talk on the new features that are coming out, the roadmap, right? Suggest improvements, help, so contributing to documentation, writing tests, writing actual code for the product, writing your own proposal for the project. It's pretty awesome. Yeah, I don't know if it's on the PS GitHub README, but it should be. PowerShell. Contributing. Yeah. Contribution guide. Yeah, this is a bit complicated. Not going to lie. It is a bit daunting. I might run this by my team and see what they think. It's awesome. What else? What else was I going to do? I think I'm just waiting on this. Didn't work. Nope. Did not do the trick. So sad. Well, they'll figure that out. What else to do? It's almost 11. It's a very short stream so far. But it's not very many people on the stream, to be honest. I was expecting a little bit more company. But we looked at all the PRs. So it's gonna be complicated, but I can show you the other PR that I've been working on in the extension. It's been driving me crazy. Absolutely mad. Madness. I tell you, madness. For like the past 3 days. And I think Patrick has managed to figure out what the problem was this whole time. So big shout out to Patrick for being awesome, as per usual. He wants me to make this change right here. To get rid of this line. Launch and attach handler. Wrong instance. Go away, OmniSharp. I believe he also said that I also commented the remove all breakpoint call above that earlier and forgot to test what uncom did. Okay. So let's try this. And also this, I guess. Yeah, cool. Let's build this code. I don't know. I've got my jersey on. I don't know if you could see. Matches the background. The background right there. The live coders have really, it's really taken off, honestly. There are a ton of them now. In all like different disciplines too. It's really cool. Just a bit to build. Hi to God. Hi, how's it going? How do I get the execution time of the last issue's command in my prompt? I believe you guys had that at the PSConf EU last year. Oh yeah, Steve, my manager, he has that in his In his prompt. Yes. How does he do it? I should ask him. If he has, like, some gist somewhere. I don't have it in my prompt. But I know he does. Let me ask him. Can you send me your prompt function? Especially the time execution of last command. I asked. We'll wait and see what he says. Alright. Oh, I guess there's another one. Or that's the one I was just looking at. Okay, so here's the thing here. Cool. This is really quite ridiculous. So, yeah, you're welcome. He should get back to me any moment. Ah, perfect. It's in a gist. Excellent. That's even better. Let's see. Curious to see if this works. Okay. I will send you ooh. Skip that. I'll send you Steve's gist of his prompt. And new duck. Yes, I work on PowerShell. I am a dev on the PowerShell team at Microsoft. If you have any questions, I'm happy to answer. Okay, and we're looking for profile. There it is. Cool. So let's see. Prompt. Nice. There you go. Alright, Pi Dagod, here's what you want. Yeah, New Duck, ask away. I'm like totally fine answering questions. That's why I do this. C# is what PowerShell is written in. PowerShell is on top of .NET, and so it's a .NET language, and we use C# to write it. Both current and old PowerShell has always been C#. There is a touch of C++ for some native aspects, but it's like 95% C# or something like that. Where is it? There it is. Okay. Yeah, so the newer version of PowerShell is built on top of .NET Core. In fact, PowerShell 7, which will be released in February, will be on top of .NET Core 3.1. Previously, the version of PowerShell, PowerShell 6.2, was built on top of .NET Core 2.1. So that's the story. And then the Windows PowerShell that ships inside of Windows, that's .NET Framework based. .NET Framework 4.x. Okay, let's see if we're gonna get this to work, please. I hope. I really hope. It worked. Oh my gosh. Yes, that was it the whole time. That one line of code. Oh, how frustrating and also how relieving. Unbelievable. PowerShell isn't directly meant as a CMD terminal replacement, right? It is, like, in fact, so let's see, how do I like answer this? PowerShell is the default shell on a lot of things in Windows, and I mean Windows PowerShell in that case. And you can do anything that you want in PowerShell that you can do in CMD. Any like native executable that you need to run, you can run within PowerShell, just as you can in CMD. The terminal, both CMD and PowerShell, like when you launch those individual executables, they use the same terminal, or rather the same console host. But the new Windows terminal is completely separate, and that still allows you to run PowerShell within inside of it. Also, I just wanted to say massive props to WinCMD and PS for supporting ANSI escapes. Yes, it's awesome, isn't it? There was like, my manager had some really cool demo back in the day of like flashing text and all that stuff for some fun like ANSI escape sequences. That was the thing I missed from Windows. Yeah, me too. That stuff is so fun. I'm a big fan. All right. So cool, that worked. Now let's exit from this and we will use a new one. Working on a terminal UI lib, and so glad I didn't have to do some dumb workaround for colors and styling. Yeah, gosh. Have you looked at GUI.cs at all? Because they have a, because that's a like existing TUI lib. I believe it's cross-platform too. Oh, working in Rust for this. Gotcha. Makes sense. Makes sense. Alright, let's make sure I didn't break it. Switch over to this one. Rust, what a language. Pretty fascinating. How have you liked it so far? Display, where is it? still seems to work. Although I am confused as to why my prompt is so weird. But now here's the thing. Okay, so let's now get rid of this weight debugger and this breakpoint and this breakpoint too. If I run this, it should run completely, which it did. And now, if I set this breakpoint, it should break. And it does. Awesome. Same with this. Function name. Boom. We run it. It breaks there. We hit continue. And it's done. Oh my gosh, it's working. Wow. That's awesome. Oh, that's so good. Azure Functions is going to be so fun to debug. That is so good. Oh, I'm so happy about that. Oh, are there any major differences in terms of UX/actual usage with old and new? Oh, are there differences? Oh, there's so many differences. I don't even know where to begin. There's so many. Let's see. So UX and actual usage. Well, so my favorite things is we've added a whole bunch of new language stuff. So we've added, let's see, I'm just gonna go through all of them really quickly. So we have, all right, let me zoom in. Oh wow, okay, we're zoomed. Yeah, so Outgrid View came back. It was gone in PowerShell Core 6, but now it's back in PowerShell 7. But we added the syntax and or. So you can do like get command, I don't know, blah, and actually I think we need to wrap this like this, and get command GCM. So we'll see that just the first one runs, the second one doesn't. And if we do this, then we get both. And or works if this doesn't exist still, which is good. So that was for the folks that are like more on the bash side who are used to using and or. It's also for a lot of documentation where they're like apt install or apt update and apt install foo. That'll just work. Other things that are more like devy, there's like let's say that A equals this weird structure, bar equals 4, like that. Did I mess up? Oh, I forgot the equal. There we go. We can do, normally we would be like a.bar, that gives you nothing, dot baz, that gives you nothing. Yeah, okay. This would happen if, oh, wait, hang on. Sorry. Okay. What am I trying to show off here? Inline conditions. Yes, that's what I'm trying to show off. So you've got like this syntax where that does not return anything bad, whereas without this, is ASDF defined? This has been an awesome example. Really great stuff. What am I trying to show off here? Interesting. Okay. Well, let me skip that one for now. There's the new concise mode, or concise view when something doesn't exist. So like, what's a good one? Get command. This command doesn't exist. Now you get just like this text instead of that really awful text from before. And of course, it looks pretty bad on my machine because I'm quite zoomed in. Let me run it from over here instead. Yeah. Much nicer than the previous, like, hideous error messages. But if you want all the gory details of that error, you can run get error and you get like this beautiful view, which includes like the stack trace and all this other stuff for debugging. And so in the future, PowerShell 7 will be the default for administration even when you're purely working on Windows. That would mean we'd need to roll that out for all Windows servers we have, also SSH, all the things then. Yeah, so you'll want to roll out PowerShell 7 to all your Windows servers, and then that would give you the ability to use SSH instead of WSMan for remoting, because that is another feature of PowerShell Core is PowerShell remoting over SSH. What else is there? So many things are just much faster thanks to both .NET that we live on top of and community contributions that have like sped up certain commandlets. What else? There's a ton of good stuff. There's gonna be a blog post soon because the release is around the corner. It's like mid-February is when it becomes generally available, and there are just gonna be a ton of like blog posts and things that are gonna be out there talking about all the things. All the things PowerShell related, so you definitely just want to be on the lookout for that. I'm trying to think what else there is to talk about. Thread jobs is in box. Naturally, it's open source, so anybody can contribute. What else is there? People really get a kick out of this concise view. There's like a new like temp drive, which, oh my gosh, can't type. temp. What should I do with this? GCI temp. There we go. Wow, just so much garbage. Look at all this garbage. Jeez. So that's pretty cool. There was a cool Twitter thread recently about like, oh yeah, for each parallel is another one. People are excited for that. On for each object, there's where is it? Parallel. And then this. This is the syntax, I believe. Start sleep seconds 1. Oh. Oops. Try to get them to show up in incorrect order. Although there might be too many, or not enough of them to show up in order. But regardless, you notice that like they all show up pretty fast, rather than taking 5 seconds. So that's just like natively there, which is cool. And there's a lot of power with this. Like if I define some variable outside here, then I can use it inside of here by using ASDF. And so that works. And you might see like half of the input showing up and then the other half, and that's because it's like there's only so many you can have in parallel, and that's determined by the throttle limit, which I can set to like 10 if I wanted to, and then they'll all complete at the same time. Yeah, so that's really cool. Oh gosh, there's so many things, so many awesome things. I'm trying to find that Twitter thread that I was on recently. Was it a part of this? Some performance related stuff. Yeah. Anyway, I would read around and also be on the lookout for the release coming next month. We're almost into February. What is this? Interesting. It's a large room. Anyway, this doesn't need to be Twitter. Read my Twitter feed hour. But I think I might leave now. If unless anybody else has any questions, but I might go just for this, so that I can talk to a couple folks in the team that I need to. It's been kind of an uneventful stream. I will totally admit that. But more PRs. Alright, this will be the last thing I look at on this stream, and then I'm gonna go. Since it's been relatively quiet this time, and that's probably because it's a very low-key stream today. And I have to get food soon, yes. Of course. Task that run, invoke PowerShell. Return. Oh my gosh. Script analysis. Enable. Script analysis enable. Okay. Some of this is particularly tricky. This is when we stretch the boundaries of .NET in PowerShell. But it looks fine. Oh, I didn't see this. Oh, I hate it when that does that. Alright. Check. Check. This feature is so cool. Check. And then this is the large file. There's a way to like hide white space, but it doesn't seem to. File filter. Aha. There we go. Cool. Alright. Wow, look at this. Gosh, what a mess. I can't even like fit this properly on my screen. Shell.invoke T result null invocation settings. What is the null parameter? Here it is. Input. Lots and lots of plumbing. Isn't that it? Oh. Did I miss this? Oh, it's a different file. Okay. This is fine. Did my comment disappear? Did you see that? Yeah, there it is. Okay. Not sure. There we go. Cool. Alright, that's it. I'm gonna go now. Sorry I haven't been very talkative today, but it's been there hasn't been a whole lot of excitement. Yeah, party is right. Alright, I'm gonna go now. Next week, I promise to have some more fun. We'll like fiddle around with notebooks some more. Maybe craft a few. I want to do an Azure one, and I don't know, some other stuff too. It's gonna be good. It's gonna be good. Thank you so much for joining me, everyone. Oh, now I get the 13 viewers. Thank you all. What was I gonna say? Shoot me a follow if you want to see more random tech stuff, and if you subscribe or send me money, it goes all to charity, Girls Who Code, not any in my pocket. Though Twitch will still send me a $10.99, which I have to deal with, but that's fine. That's my problem, not yours. Anyway, I'm gonna go, and you all have a fantastic rest of your day wherever you are. Happy breakfast, lunch, or dinner, and I will see you all next time. Bye.